Hi guys, welcome back to Oldtimer Garage. So I'm on my way to pick up my 65 Chrysler at the house right now. I need to bring it to the shop because someone is gonna come and take a look at it, maybe buy it, hopefully buy it. I just need to take it out the garage and give it a good wash, drive it to the shop, and I'll take advantage of that to show you a little bit around the car and how it is. And it's a pretty good looking car. I don't think I've had it on the channel so far, but I've had it for a while. So yeah, I'll show you around it when I get there. So here it is. That's my 65 Chrysler 300L 2-door hardtop. It's a pretty neat car. I've had it for just over a year, almost a year and a half now. I bought it for marketing purposes, basically just to go to car shows and show what we were capable of doing at the shop. It's been pretty good, but someone has asked me if I was willing to sell it, and well, they give me the right price, I'll let it go. I'll buy something else. It's a good looking car, I really like it, and it's nice to drive. I'll show you more in details in a minute, but I need to give it a quick wash first, because this guy is coming in like 45 minutes. That's the 413 engine with dual quad carburetors on it. Alright, let's get to washing it. Alright, let's go. Well, it wasn't a perfect job at cleaning it, but it's kind of short notice, so that'll have to do. I'll give it a quick shine when I get to the shop with it, and yeah, that's it. So just to give you a little bit of backstory, I bought this car, like I was saying earlier, just for marketing purposes basically. So I just wanted something to advertise the shop with and go to car shows and stuff like that, and this one was available. Not that it would have been my first choice if I was looking for a car specifically, but I wasn't looking for anything special. I was just looking for a good looking car that would be a good head turner or attention grabber, I guess. And yeah, that was available, so I bought it, and to be honest, I'm really happy with it. I really like it. It's a very nice driver. It's got the dual quad carburetors, so it runs really nice. Drives really nice. It's very fast, and it's comfortable as well, which I like in a car. And yeah, so we're gonna see what this guy thinks, and hopefully he'll buy it. I put, I don't know, I've owned it for almost a year and a half now, and I don't know how many miles I put on it. Probably, I don't know, 500 maybe, between 500 and 1,000 miles. I don't drive it every day or even every weekend, but during the colder season, I drive it quite a bit here to car shows and stuff like that, and events and anywhere I can advertise the shop. This car's got all the bells and whistles, like it's power brakes, power windows, power vents, power seats. Everything is electrically powered. Even has power antenna for the radio, and at some point it had the power deck lid as well for the trunk. This is not working anymore. There's a few things that aren't working right now. The wipers aren't working, which is not a big problem here in Arizona. I've taken it under the rain a couple of times, but it's never been a real problem. The radio is not working either, but same thing, it doesn't bother me. Apart from that, pretty much everything works. I really like this vacuum gauge here. Not that I use it a lot, but I've got some references, I guess. I'm used to seeing the same values all the time. Same for the oil pressure gauge and temperature gauge. For the rest, yeah, it's just regular classic car. Yeah, like I said, it's got the 413 engine with the dual quad carburetor setup. This car was fully restored back in 2011. The previous owner spent a lot of money. Everything basically was restored, from the engine, transmission, drive shaft, rear end, suspensions, new fuel tank, new bodywork, paint. Everything was brand new. When we got it to the shop about 2.5 years ago, something like that, it was all in pieces, so we put it back together. Put a new vinyl top, we put a new carpet kit inside, a new headliner, a few other things, and then put everything back together. Basically, engine, transmission back in, the electrics, all the seats, the trim, everything else. Yeah, and it's been driving ever since. New exhaust was put in as well. It's a little bit louder than the factory one, which I'm not a big fan of usually. I like my cars to be stock, but on this one it's pretty good because it serves the purpose I bought the car for, and it's a good head turner. It's just loud enough that grabs people's attention, and not too loud that it's not obnoxious or anything that would say, I don't really want to drive like that. So it's just, I can't remember, I think it's 2.5 inches pipes with just a little bit louder muffler on it. So it's nothing crazy, but just nice V8 sound and rumble at the back of it. Yeah, that's about it. It's just a car that starts right up every time, drives perfect, and yeah, I like it. So we'll see what this guy has to say about it. Alright, so here we are for another update on what's going on in the shop. So let me take you around all the cars, and I'll try and explain what's been done this week and what's the plan for next week. So from 10 feet away, this car looks the same as it did last week, but quite a few things have been done within that week. And the wiring harness that we were installing is pretty much done. We have just, I think, the fuel sending unit to connect and the license light to connect as well, and yeah, that's it. After that it'll be done. and we started working on replacing one of the freeze plugs that came off, so that will be done tomorrow, no, probably early next week, because the guy who's working on it is not working tomorrow. But yeah, after that we're pretty much done. There's a transmission leak as well on the tail shaft of the transmission, so that will be taken care of after the freeze plug, and then we're good to go. Oh no, there was a problem on the master cylinder that was leaking. It was a new one, so we exchanged it under warranty. We still need to install the new one. I think it's laying here around somewhere. Yeah, that's it here. So we just need to install that, bleed all the circuit again, and yeah, after that it'll be good to go. This Camaro here, we're waiting on parts on it, so we started it this week, and we broke in the camshafts and everything else, so it's pretty much the engine side is ready. We're still waiting on parts for the transmission, and after that we'll need to get a new exhaust done, because the manual transmission that we put is bigger than, or I guess has got different dimensions than the automatic that we took off. So yeah, the exhaust line has to be modified, so we'll do that once we've got all the parts for it. And then like I said last week, we need a new interior and color change, so it'll go to the body shop. This GS 400 here, it's just waiting to go to the transmission shop for a small problem that it had when we restarted it, so that's under warranty, so we'll take it probably not tomorrow, but early next week as well. That's a plan at least. This guy like here hasn't moved. I mean, we haven't done anything on it. It's still moving, it just doesn't have any idle because the carburetor is full of crap. So we just need to take the time to do that, I guess. But that's not a customer car, it's one of my guys. So well, for now we've been focusing on paying customers, so this one hasn't been taken care of yet. That's the frame of the 66 International pickup truck that I was showing you last week. So we've started putting everything back together. The guy who's been working on it is leaving the company tomorrow, so he's been trying to put everything together before he leaves, and then another one of the mechanics is going to take over the project. Yeah, it's a pretty nice project, so we'll see how far we get this week, but I'm hoping that tomorrow the frame will be ready to be put back on the wheels and wheeled over to the shop next door, so we can have more space for it and take it off the lift. My 59 Cadillac here hasn't moved, but there's nothing really to be done on it, just a few details. I need to get it registered, and after that I can take it on the road. It's already running and driving. This Mustang here, well, it's been finished for days already. The customer is supposed, or has been supposed to come pick it up for a few days. We did brakes on it this week. What else? We fixed a couple of problems, bled the brakes, and but yeah, it's been finished for almost the whole week, so we're just driving it in and out of the shop every day. Then we have the Mercedes here. This one's been in the shop several times before. There is a gas leak on one of the two fuel pumps that he has under the trunk in the back, and that's a fuel pump that we've already replaced. Actually, we've replaced both of them in the past, so again, it's faulty parts, so we just exchange it under warranty, and we're gonna have to replace it. We haven't had time to do it yet, but that's a plan for either tomorrow or early next week again. That's about it for this shop, so let's go to the one next door, and I'll show you what we have over there. This 59 DeSoto here, we're still waiting on parts, so nothing has moved. Yeah, it's still the same. This Mustang convertible, this one is finished. The customer is gonna come pick it up tomorrow morning. We just need to take it out of the shop tomorrow morning so he can drive away with it. we had the convertible top looked at this week. I can't remember if I showed you last week, but we had the bezels around the dash replaced, and the wooden panel on the glove box door replaced as well. But yeah, that I think might have been last week already. I'm losing track. The convertible top is bent, which was one of the problems he had. He couldn't latch the top, so we can fix it right now. We would have to put a new structure and a new top. Right now the customer is not interested in it. It's not like we really need it in Arizona either, so for now that's how it stays. This one here, let me see if I can just go around and give you a better view on it. This Ford here, again, that's another customer that we've had before. It's here for an electrical problem on the blinkers, so we still need to look at that, and yeah, that's the only thing that he needs. It's a pretty cool car. Too loud for my liking, but that's only my opinion. Oh, and that's the Galaxy. I said I was gonna show you the interior. So it's a brand new interior we did. It looks pretty nice. We put new headliner in it too, and yeah, everything else is original in this car. Even the engine hasn't been rebuilt. It smokes quite a bit, but it hasn't been rebuilt yet. This Mustang here, he came because he was overheating. We thought originally that he had either cracked head or head gasket. We tested it and it wasn't really showing like he was obvious that it was a head gasket or cracked head, but there was definitely something. And then when we started taking stuff apart, we realized it didn't have any thermostat in it, which is why it was running too hot. So we just started putting a thermostat in today, so we still need to finish it, but hopefully we'll finish that tomorrow. It's always good for a customer when the problem is fixed by a new thermostat instead of a new head or a new head gasket. Pretty neat car. I'm sorry I can't really give you a full view of it because everything is cramped right now, but I'll try tomorrow or in the next video to go around the cars outside. It'd be nicer. It's a really nice car. I really like the color. This Citroen here, we've started putting the seats back in it, the new seats. The owner came by today, and right when we were about to put the front seats in, he said, well, you know what, while you're at it, why don't you put new carpet in it? So we stopped putting the seats in because we're gonna need to take them out anyway to do the new carpet. And yeah, so that's the next thing we're gonna do on it, put the seats back in, and after that we should be okay. The International in the back is still waiting on parts for the tailgate. They're still on order, but it takes forever to get here, so right now we don't have anything else to do on it. This Chevy, it's back on the road basically. It restarted a couple of days ago. It runs really nice actually for a car that hasn't run for decades. It runs really strong. There was a bunch of things wrong on it. The valves were stuck, the push rods were bent, the distributor wasn't sitting all the way in, the points weren't isolated. What else was there? The fuel pump was rusty, the acceleration pump was completely dead. But yeah, everything is fixed. We still need to put a new ignition switch in it, because right now we're just putting wires directly. But apart from that, and a new radiator, not a new radiator, but we took the radiator off, and it's gonna get boiled and cleaned up because it was full of crap. So that's the next thing. I should be back in a few days, and then this one will be ready to go. I made a quick video yesterday of it running, so I'll put it in here so you can get an idea. Next we have this Nova here. It came in for what we thought was a throwout bearing on the clutch, and well, when we took the transmission out of the car, it turns out that the transmission needs to get rebuilt. A few of the gears are missing teeth, so yeah. Well, actually, I might be able to show you here. I don't know if I can show you here. Well, it's missing a couple here, but the other part is the bad one. Here it is. Now I don't know how well you can see on the video, but yeah, that's what it is. So we're gonna rebuild that and then put that back in the car with a new clutch while we are at it, because I mean, it just makes sense since the transmission is out. The Ranchero here, we just received the repair kit for the turn signal that wasn't working, so we need to install that, and I'm still waiting on the fuel sending unit as well, and same thing for this Volvo. We haven't had time to really do anything on it yet. It needs the fuel sending unit, and it needs all the front end parts that are here. I just need time to put someone to work on it, and that's about it, I think. So apart from these cars, we've had 71 Spitfire that came, I can't remember if it was Monday or Tuesday, for a new windshield. So we installed a new windshield in it. That just took a couple of hours, and then he left with it. Then what else did we have? We had a 62 Lincoln Continental convertible with like suicide doors and everything else that came by the shop yesterday. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm hoping to get a few cars out here tomorrow, because I've got a couple more cars that should come in tomorrow and early next week. So I need some space, as you can see. It's really cramped in here, which is a pain in the back, because it takes a lot of time to make space in the morning and then put everything back in the evening before we leave, because I never leave any car outside overnight. So I need to make sure every car is inside, and it's like playing Tetris every night. But apart from that, yeah, so far I know I can't fit about 20 cars in the shop. 20, I think the maximum I've ever fit in the shop is 22, I think, but depending on the size of the cars and everything else, it depends. Tomorrow I'm going to see a potential customer with a Corvette. I can't remember the year. I'm going to see him tomorrow morning, see what we can help him with. Yesterday I went to see a 64 Mustang, a really nice one, that should come to the shop sometime next week for just an ignition switch to be replaced, and just giving the car a good look over. Nothing special, but it's a really nice car, so I'm excited about that. And then I've got a few more cars. I've got 56 International pickup truck coming for AC and new exhaust, and I have a 71 Hemi Cuda for power steering leak, and I can't remember what else, but I think there's two more. I've got a new mechanic starting on Monday, because I've got one that, like I said, that's finishing tomorrow and leaving the company. So I've got a new one starting on Monday, and then another one starting 2 weeks from Monday. yeah, so it's definitely moving. I'm just crossing my fingers that we're moving in the right direction, but I think we are. And I think that's all I've got for this update for now. So if you like these kind of videos, let me know in the comments. I'll keep making those. And yeah, if you want to see anything specific or anything else that I'm not showing right now, just let me know in the comments. If you like these type of videos, please click the thumbs up button and click on the bell so you get notified next time I upload a video. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please consider subscribing. That's always a big help for me. And I guess I'll see you in the next video. Take care.